that is going on in our country. So joining me to shed more light is Veronica Pana, igube. She is the Legal and Governance Affairs Analyst at SBM Intelligence. And she has joined me via Zoom. Hi, Veronica. Is she there? Are you muted?
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Hi.
you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Great.
Veronica, before we delve into this conversation about what every citizen must know and do as regards the state of emergency, can you quickly run me through what your thoughts are with all the videos that came out from last week, today, circulating around Senator Natasha Akpoti's recall from the Senate?
I mean, I'll start by saying that it's really a sad process to watch because, like you earlier pointed out, we have seen the work that she has done within the short time that she has been at the Senate. As a first-time legislator, we have seen her carry her people along, make a lot of projects that have made great impact in her community, just in the very short term. So it's really surprising to see that a lot of people are coming out to sign this recall petition. So hopefully, the truth will come out at some point, and her work will speak for her.
Veronica,
right?
did people actually come out to sign that thing? Because we have seen a video that surfaced today where it seemed, like a foul play, where people were signing on behalf of people, using their details to append their signatures.
Okay, yeah. So, but there's a process. So right now the petition will be signed and will be submitted to INEC. INEC has the next step of announcing or publicizing it and then going through the verification process to ensure that these signatures are not just signatures of anybody or people who are coerced. So there's a procedure for recalls. And the reason why the procedure for recalls is really strict is just so that we can prevent interference, political interference where people are also swayed not only by their intentions, but also by money or by other influences. So INEC has that responsibility to ensure that they verify those signatures and the people who have signed, to ensure that they are from the state and their voices are the voices of the people as well.
Interesting. So meaning that, it's going to be a transparent process for all of us to see. It's not going to be something that they will just do behind closed doors and say that they have verified and all of that. Is it going to be transparent? Are we going to follow through the process?
INEC has that responsibility to ensure that the process is transparent and would hold them accountable. I think that's the conversation that WAYS is also pushing about citizens' engagement, citizens joining the conversation to be able to follow through with the process. And that's where we play our part and civil society plays their part as well to ensure that we hold INEC accountable, to ensure that that process is transparent as well as see and follow it. So we don't want things behind closed doors. We want things that are open to the public as well. Because when INEC does that, then it takes a lot of scrutiny about of foul play or not following due process as well.
So Veronica, one last question before we then move on to the state of emergency issue. Is it possible for organizations or bodies like, companies like SBM Intelligence to have a copy of that signed document and do like an underground work, like forensics, just go around all this? Because, shouldn't those documents be made available so that we'll go and, so now you sign this thing, so we can start to intentionally, kind of verify on our own whilst INEC is trying to do their own? Is it possible? Would they be open to that kind of collaborative work?
So that's...
Go ahead.
So that's the beauty of the Freedom Information Act, right? So that's the beauty of the Freedom of Information Act. So Nigeria has signed the Freedom Information Act into law. And with that, citizens can make requests of INEC for certain documents, right? Of course, there are certain documents like personal information that INEC cannot give out. But in cases like this, I'm sure that when INEC is done, they would, open the process and make it transparent and make all the information available to the citizens. And if that is not possible, a freedom of information request can be made. And if that is denied, then you can always go to the court system to ask for it using the court system as well.
Interesting.
So you have various channels to be able to get information as well.
I'm smiling because you see, anytime I hear court in this country,